What's up guys? Welcome back to another vlog. We got Roscoe, we're in his 36. As you've seen from the thumbnail, today is a pretty exciting one, some big news. I bet you probably didn't expect this one, and it is pretty random, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. But today we're going to show you the engine, and later on in the video I'll explain what I'm going to be doing to it, what car it's going in, and what all the plans are. Today we're going to strip it down, strip all of everything off of it, so it's just a bare sort of long block, and we're going to clean it all up, and then we're going to take it to the garage to be able to work on it. It's currently like 30 odd degrees out, so we're probably going to burn because we're going to be doing it outside, but it should be fun. We're absolutely melting right now.
Don't know why I wore a black t-shirt.
Yeah, we're full black. Back from holidays now, back to work. Right, I will see you back at the engine. Alright, so here she is. 2JZ, if it ever focuses. Focus. There you go. 2JZ, and it's the VVTi model. Can't even speak this morning, it's too early. This came out of a GS300 or yeah, I think it was a GS300 or an IS300, I can't remember. But yeah, very similar to the GTE, but the GTE is 6.5 grand. The only difference is it's got different pistons and rods, obviously turbo manifold, and the inlet manifold's different. Other than that, they're very similar. It's nigh on the same engine. A few little difference with the head, but nothing major. I do have a GTE intake manifold, just need to get the adapter to fit it. There is 2JZ, boys. It's gonna be sick. We just took the gearbox off because it came with an auto gearbox. Now we're just gonna take the torque converter off, and today we are just gonna strip everything off of it. So literally everything, so it's just gonna be a long block. Everything else off. Take all the wiring off and everything. What we're going to do, every plug we unplug, we're going to put a little label on to say where we unplugged it from, just so that, because I'm probably going to make a custom wiring harness for this, so it'll just make it easier when I come to use the little clips and stuff. At home we've got a ton of parts to build this thing already, so over the next few months we'll be building this, and yeah, it's going to be sick. Good start though. We're just googling how to get the torque converter off. The first thing we have to do, and we have no idea how to get it off. It is hot. I am sweating right now. Don't know what degrees it is, probably 30 odd. I probably won't film stripping the whole thing down because that would probably be quite boring. I'll just film some bits here and there, and then I'll sort of explain what the plan is with the engine, horsepower goals, and what car it's going to go in. Let's start stripping this thing, eh? Alright, so as you can see, we've torn down quite a bit now. It's actually starting to look like a 2J now without that stupid crossover intake manifold. But yeah, slowly getting there, just obviously marking up every connector, slowly unplugging it all. Probably get this stripped in no time if we didn't have to mark them all, but it'll save a lot of time when it comes to remaking the harness, because I don't want this messy harness, and half of the stuff on here don't need, so just have to simplify it. But yeah, it's getting there. Cup of coffee. Oh, nice. Anyone wants auto gearbox, DM me, put the Instagram up here, you can have it. 50 quid to yours.
Very, very cheap, very nice.
3 litre, boys.
Like brand new, original Toyota. Looks mint in there, no rust. Normally these are all rusted up, but looks mint, mate. I think we got a good one here. Also the engine turns over nice as well. It's not seized or anything, because obviously you bought this blind, we don't know what condition it's in, no compression test or anything, but the engine's getting completely rebuilt. Every gasket, pistons, rods, bearings, everything. So
you wanted to know, you can actually fit this engine and the gearbox in a C-Max.
Yeah. While I was away on holiday, Ross and Rye went and picked it up. What was it, like 2-hour drive?
Yeah, up London.
Yeah, the other side of London, wasn't it? I'll put in the photo now. As you can see, that was a bit of a squeeze. The C-Max was squatting like crazy, but fitting. Didn't know it was coming with the gearbox, so Oh well. But yeah, looking fresh. Jeez. I wish I got that. But yeah, that'll be all purple and HKS soon. Alright, have a coffee and then crack on a bit more. There we go. All the wiring harness is off. Ross is getting a bit too excited there. Yep, everything's labelled. Some of the sensors I didn't really know what it is, so I've just sort of guessed, and some of the labels are already coming off. That's not good. But yeah, everything's off. Manifold, intake manifold's half off. Need to take this off next. And then we'll take the belt off and start taking all of these bits of junk off. Obviously not going to run the AC. Don't know whether to stay with the this style coil pack, which is wasted spark, or whether to go individual coil packs. I don't know, depends on the money levels when we get to that. Depends on how empty the piggy bank is, because obviously we are doing this on a budget in a sense, but obviously you can't really cheap out on parts most of the time. So when it comes to all the internals, we've got high quality stuff. The only thing that we're going to cheap out on is like turbo manifold, turbo, bits and bobs like that aren't, I was going to say not important, but turbo is quite important. But they do decent anyway. Can't wait to get this in the car. It's going to be sick. Gonna have to get an adapter plate with the clutch. Not sure, there's two different brands, PMC and then Adamat. Don't know what one to go for yet, probably PMC, I literally don't know. But yeah, let's carry on stripping all of this down now. Alright, so she is fully stripped down for now. We're gonna spray some cleaner stuff on it, got it over there, and gonna give her a jet wash. So I've masked up all of the holes, hopefully no water goes in. I am filthy. Whew, wasn't too bad, got all of this off, didn't take too long, a few hours. Right, let's go clean it. Right, so we're gonna clean it now. I've got this Chemical Guys orange degreaser. I googled best degreaser and this come up, so I give it a try. Giving it a quick spray and then we'll jet wash it down, and then hopefully it's looking new. Then we can take it back to the garage and disassemble it. Can't wait to get this in the car. Come up brand new. Looks so much better now. You can actually see the whole engine. Look how clean it is. You can actually see the 2J. Once obviously we take it all apart, we're going to proper clean it and repaint it. It's just to get all the oil off of it so that it's not filthy in the garage basically. Mint. Right, so I'm back at home now. I'm going to show you some of the parts that I have already, and I'll tell you what my plan is basically. So I've still got more parts to buy, but I've got most of the parts for actually building the engine itself so far. Got ARP head studs, got ACL race bearings, main and com rods obviously. ACL thrust washers, I've got new pulley and tensioner. Obviously we've got the Permatech assembly lube. We've got this nice non-stop tuning adjustable cam. Obviously because it's VVTi you only have it on one side, on the exhaust side. Lovely bit of kit all the way from America. We've also got the HKS fine tuning belt. Actually got this from Japan as well as these parts, because it was cheaper to buy this straight from Japan than it was to buy it from the UK, and it came within like a week or so. Got a Permatech gasket maker, AFR gauge. I'm not going to unwrap them, but in here I've got pistons and rods from the 2JZ GTE engine. So they can take up to about 700 horsepower. Obviously the ones that come stock in the G engine are really weak. These are like double the thickness of them. So I'm going to be changing that. I need to buy new piston rings for them, but that's about it. Probably don't even have to, but I'm going to. In here I've got the head gasket from a GTE as well, to sort of lower the compression. That's the part number there, if you ever want to get it. And here I have a full gasket set for the whole engine from Toyota. This is all for the G, it's not for the GTE, so some of the stuff I'm not going to be using, but like the head gasket. But yeah, Also got this little oil filter housing adapter so that we can put oil pressure sensors and temperature sensor in there as well. Always good to have. So the plan with this build is I want to make about 450, maximum 500 horsepower. The engine's going to be built for 600 to 700 horsepower, but the stock rear end on the E36 can't really handle that power. We're going to be getting probably either PMC or Adamat adapter kit. We still need to buy the rear sump, and we're also picking up a ZF gearbox from a 328 and rear half of the prop, because they're much stronger than the standard Get Rag one that's on there at the moment. But yeah, going to be doing a full in-depth build of the engine, the disassembly and assembly, showing you how you can do it all. Should be quite straightforward. I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, but should be fine. More parts to come, but slowly. Got all the main ones for now. So yeah, if you want to see the build and obviously lots of other content, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.